If you want to bring that main character energy into your life, you want to level up, you want to be that girl, then watch this video because I have compiled loads of realizations that I've made over the past couple of years that have helped me level up in life. They've helped me stop caring what people think about me. They've helped me manage my anxiety. They've helped me become a happier person. So if you want all of those things, watch today's video. Hi everyone, I'm Caitlin and welcome to Twig. At Twig, we discuss all things personal development, with videos to help you achieve more success, but with less stress. So if that sounds like something you're going to be interested in, then please subscribe to my channel and tap the notification bell to find out when my new videos go live. So if you're anything like me, one of the biggest things that's holding you back in life and preventing you from leveling up is that you're worried about what people think of you. So my first two realizations are going to help you address that. The first one is that there's like 8 billion people on this planet. Not everyone you meet is going to like you as a person. It doesn't matter what you do, not everyone will like you. And that's fine. You're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. And as soon as you realise that and stop trying to make everyone like you, you'll feel a lot more free because there's no more pressure to people please your way to making everyone your best friend, because that's not going to happen and it's not realistic. As soon as you realise that not everyone is going to perceive you in a way that you perceive yourself, and that's absolutely fine, the sooner you will stop caring about what other people think. The second realisation that will help you stop worrying about what other people are thinking of you is that people will project their unhealed issues and unhealed trauma onto people in their surroundings. When they see people doing things that they would never have the confidence to do or they would never dare do, they'll say things to you like, well, what are you doing that for? Or who do you think you are to do that? Whenever you try and make progress and grow and do something that's a bit outside the norm that people in your circle might not try, you'll get comments like, well, what makes you think you're so great that you can achieve that? And it's nothing to do with you. It's absolutely nothing to do with you, and it's everything to do with them and their insecurities. They're projecting their insecurity onto you by saying, well, what makes you think you're so great? Because they don't think they are. Whenever anyone says anything negative to you that's completely unwarranted, that you've not said anything negative to them to begin with, it's because of their own unhealed past and their own insecurities that they need to address. So as soon as you realise that people project their insecurities onto you and it's nothing personal, you'll stop caring what people say, you'll stop caring what people think, and you'll just do you. The next realisation was quite a big one for me because I always kind of thought that happiness was in the future. It was something that I was aiming towards and that it was something I was rushing through my life to get to. When I was younger, I'd always think, oh, I can't wait until I'm 18 and I can go out for cocktails with my friends and have a meal. I was always looking for the next thing. I was always, oh, I can't wait until I move to uni and I'll live on my own. And then when I lived at uni, oh, I can't wait until I've got my own house and I don't have to live with strangers. And now I'm in my own house. Oh, I can't wait till I can buy my next house because it'll be bigger and better. And then I'll be happy. It's not the case. The quicker you realise that happiness is found in small things, and it's not a destination that once you've got it, it's there and it's all the time and you're always happy. As soon as you realise that happiness is in drinking coffee on a Sunday morning, or laughing with your friends, or singing the words to your favourite song all the way through, or listening to the sound of the rain, or just walking through nature, just those small things that you don't realise until you look back usually, that that's when you are happy. If you become more mindful of the present moment and notice the happiness in the small things, that's how you become happy. It's not by constantly striving for the next milestone, because if you do that, you'll never get there. You've got happiness now. You're in control of your own happiness. So if you decide to see the happiness, that's how you become happy. The next one is for people that are struggling with their self-worth, and because of that, you let people walk all over you and you don't treat yourself with the respect that you deserve. This one is for you. Define your personal values. What do you care about? What values and morals do you hold yourself accountable to? Whatever your personal values are, do the work and figure out what they are, write them down, and make sure that throughout life, every single decision, no matter how small, you are making in alignment with those values that you've defined. Because the more you live in alignment with your personal values and the morals that you believe in, the better your self-worth is, because you know you're living your life in a way that's true. Not everyone has the same values, so your values might not be the same as someone else's. Don't hold yourself to other people's values. Make sure you know what yours are, because that is how you build your self-worth. And the opposite is true too. If you keep making consistent decisions that are against your personal values, your self-worth deteriorates. And so bear that in mind as well. The next realisation is really important for people that might suffer with anxiety, because anxiety is the fear of not being being in control, or at least that's what it is for me. And if you want to hear more about how I manage my anxiety, watch this video up here. But this realisation is so important if you suffer with anxiety, and it's that you can't control everything, and you know that because that's why you're anxious. But what you can control is how you react to things. You can control how you respond, and that's so important, because by focusing on the things that we can control, that's how we manage anxiety. So for example, if something really terrible happens that you weren't expecting, for example, you get made redundant at work, you're gonna feel sad about it, and don't neglect those feelings because they are gonna come. I'm not saying don't be sad when bad things happen. What I'm saying is you can come up with a plan to control how you respond to the situation. Are you gonna dwell in your sadness and stay there and fall into it? Or are you gonna have a couple of days, but then pull yourself together and start making a plan of what you're gonna do next? That is how you control the way that you respond to situations. And that's how you manage anxiety, is by focusing on things that you can control. The next realisation is that failure doesn't exist. Failure is part of the journey, it's part of learning. You either win or you learn. You don't fail, that doesn't exist. So the next time something happens in your life that you perceive to be a failure, reframe it in your mind. What have I learned from this situation? What would I do differently next time? How can I see this as an opportunity for growth, rather than sitting and thinking, oh, I failed at that, I'm so rubbish, like I can't believe I did that. Reframe the way that you see failure. Failure is not negative. For example, one of the positives that comes out of failure is resilience. People that never fail never build that resilience. So the first obstacle they come across in life really throws them because they don't know how to deal with it. So really, the more that you fail, the better you are as a person, the stronger you are as a person, the more resilient you are, the more you understand how to deal with obstacles, and the more you understand that failure is part of life. It's not the end of life. The next realisation is more of a lifelong commitment, really. And that might sound a bit scary, but it's not. It's literally making the commitment of getting to know yourself. You don't have to travel to India on an eat, pray, love kind of mission to get to know yourself. You can do things that are free, easy, and simple. For example, you can journal and write about your thoughts. If you want to hear more about journaling, then watch this video up here. You can start a gratitude practice. You can meditate. You can just spend time by yourself in the quiet. Have an hour in a bubble bath without your phone, just you and your thoughts. Ask yourself questions. Who am I? What do I want from life? What are my values? What is my purpose? What am I happy with in my life? What am I not happy with in my life? If I had the ability to change things in my life, what would they be? And they seem like big questions at first, and that's because they are big questions. But if you sit with those questions for long enough, you'll come up with answers. And those are the answers to living an authentic life and to being your true self. So you owe it to yourself to make those changes that are required. That doesn't mean they'll be easy. It might mean that you've got to face up to situations that you've been avoiding. It might mean that you need to make really difficult changes in your life. But growth isn't easy. It's really hard. And that's the reason why so many people settle for less than they deserve, because settling is easier than growing. But there's one thing you need to bear in mind, and it's that you only have one life. So make those difficult decisions. Face up to those things you've been avoiding. Make those changes in your life that are going to mean that you achieve the life of your dreams. Don't settle. So I know that today's video was a bit rambly. You can probably tell it's one of the first that I've not really scripted properly. I just kind of gave myself some pointers and then talked about it. So if I've rambled on, let me know in the comments. I'll go back to scripting. But if you found value in this video, then please let me know in the comments. Also, if I missed anything out that you think is really useful for leveling up your life, realizations that you've made, then comment those below and help everyone else out. Like I've said in all my previous videos, I really want Twig to become this community of people that just help each other out, because helping people is one of my personal values. It's something that I try to live my life doing. It's one of the things that builds my self-worth, and so try it out. Comment below, help everyone out, let's have a chat. So I really appreciate you being here and stay until the end of this video. Subscribe to my channel and tap the notification bell if you found value in this video today, and I'll see you in my next one.